I don't want to live all by myself anymore. I really don't. I want to live all with myself. And there's a big difference right there. Becoming my own best friend. It sounded so weird when I was in my 20s. I can remember pretty clearly because I was so occupied fixing myself and trying to fit into some mold. Didn't even know why. Trying to do what was expected of me, being who I should be instead who I really was. Because I didn't even know what that or who that was. But I just can remember I felt so disconnected and alienated. If you're in your 20s feeling that way, it gets better. It gets better in your 30s, even better in your 40s. And I heard someone say, even better in your 60s. So, yeah, you know, I truly feel, or I truly believe that the way we relate to ourselves, it just shapes the way we relate to others. And that's also why I think befriending and healing ourselves, it's not just a small individual act. It sends ripple effects. It can send huge ripple effects, actually. Just as much as rejecting our true authentic selves, who we really are, our inner nature, can also send huge ripple effects into the other direction. We just have to look around. What happens when people don't even get the chance to heal, or if they reject their inner true self, and if that true self becomes their enemy, you know, they start taking it out on other people, individually or collectively. So that's just why I want to encourage you and myself today, despite everything, to invite joy, you know, and to really take the time to become present today, really to connect with the present moment and with the mundane, you know, those little things we tend to overlook in our everyday life because we're so focused and so just hooked on what stands out to us, you know, what just catches our attention. Maybe even because, you know, we're getting manipulated, like through fear, you know, collective dynamics, scattering our energy, you know, even though it's needed right here in the present moment where the root, the source is, right? And we forget to soften our gaze. And I notice it with myself when I'm just in this functioning autopilot like mode. I just tend to forget like how my body feels. And I just notice it, like suddenly I feel this tension or this pain in my belly or in my stomach or in my head. And it's just telling me, you know, I'm here, you know, come back to the present moment. I need your attention, I need your energy. And the so-called mundane, I really believe that's where life's real texture is. And by really connecting with it again, it's like reconnecting with our source, you know, it's like plugging into the power source. So that's what I want to do today. I actually have been feeling stuck the whole day, and I was just kind of in freeze mode and watching news. So that's why I want to just take myself on a little solo date. You know, maybe go into my favorite bookstore, cafe, take you with me. Maybe go to the vineyards. I'm not sure yet. It's pretty windy and I'm like having a bit of a cold, but I feel that's really what I need to do. I really need to get out of that slump and really show myself some love, really. Show myself some love. And you also need to show yourself some love. I can't imagine that you've been through a lot lately. I can't imagine. I know it from some of you. So show yourself some love. Get inspired. Glad if you keep me company. And hope you will leave this video energized and inspired. I just arrived at the vineyards and it got really warm. When I left it was like, I don't know, 14 degrees, and now it's like 17. The sun is shining and I have like my warm autumn coat on, but anyway, I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad that I took that leap and really now have a change of scenery. Sometimes we need that. Like the first wine of the year. It's like actually very sweet and sparkly. Now the sun is going away and it's getting really windy. There's really dark clouds at the horizon. But still, I'm very glad that I took this walk and just moved my body, moved through landscape and just try to absorb everything with my senses. I'm usually not such a big fan of wind. But today I really like it because everything feels so alive and so animated, as if there is like this spirit. I mean, there is the spirit inside everything, right? But when there is wind and everything is moving, you can feel it much more. I still have like a little bit of a bad conscience because I didn't really tidy up my apartment. That's what I actually should have done, but I will do it later. And I think I'm going to visit my bookstore tomorrow because today it's too late. I don't know, it just took me too long to get out. I mean, I don't have so many free days since I'm working and a mother, but when I have them, sometimes I get into freeze mode and I get so stuck instead of like go, go, go. I mean, it's understandable. It's like sometimes you just need to just breathe and process everything that's going on. Especially if you're energetically, if you're just very, highly sensitive, absorbing everything, like all the energy is around you. When you're entangled with fields, you know, whether it's other people or collective energies, like it's the case with me. It's really, for me, taking my energy back and my attention into my body again. That's how I start being present again and start feeling my core and my source again. Yeah. It's so strange each time I try to sit down somewhere or at home and try to, you know, just get calm and just relax and just meditate or something. There is some noise starting somewhere. Like now, there's this tractor, I don't know how it is in English. I think it's getting too noisy for me here. I have to get going. I still need to go to the mall, to the shopping mall. I really don't enjoy that, but I need to do that. Yeah, maybe I'll get something nice to wear, because I feel sometimes that's also, showing yourself some love when you get yourself something nice and pretty to wear. I rarely do that actually, because I don't like shopping malls. I don't like these, I actually don't like shopping at all, so. But I think maybe today I'll do that. Let's see.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it.
There's probably going to be a rainbow. There is a rainbow, you're kidding me.
Golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden,
Schön, ne?
golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden. I'll follow only golden.
I'm not kidding you when I'm saying that's the most beautiful, majestic rainbow I've ever seen in my entire life. And the two ladies who were probably in their 70s said the same. Never ever saw a rainbow like that. So that's a good omen. Gotta stick to the good omens. Omen. Amen. Maybe we should make it a sign for us to look for rainbows. Each time we see a rainbow, it's like a synchronicity and it wants to point us into the right direction.
Feet step over splinters of the moon. Golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things.
How shall I forget you if there's like constantly Italian songs playing in the radio? Can you please tell me
Golden
what kind of song is that? Okay, now I searched everything. I went up the hill where I filmed the rainbow. I searched in my car, but I didn't look close enough. Oh my god, I just drove here for no reason, because here it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. But I'm still glad I found it. Well, made a little night trip, so even though I'm sick and all, but that's life sometimes. It's good for some reason, probably. There is some bigger plan to that. Oh my god. Yeah. So I drove like almost an hour here and back just to find that the thing I was looking for was exactly here, right here in the present moment, in my present car. Yeah, nothing much to say to that. The message is clear. The message is clear. I'm home. Honey, I'm home. And what was that? It was so typically me. Oh my god, it's just... Yeah, look at Elf. That is just so typically me. Did I tell that my son just got into school? Yeah. So, just another layer of transformation and new beginnings, which this year is kind of... It's this year's theme, I suppose. I don't know. I feel really sick now. Well, it could be worse, but yeah, it's pretty unpleasant. So I think I will go to bed early. Still, I'm glad that, yeah, I just, just got myself out of this slump. If you know me, you know that I feel sometimes it's necessary to be in a slump. And sometimes it's necessary to go to that edge, just to feel the energy and the emotions that you're in. And that just sometimes means not functioning, not being able kind of to just be easygoing and out and about. So that's just sometimes, it's just the right thing, in my opinion, to stay present with your feelings, whatever that means for you. I was thinking maybe to pull another alchemy card. Why not? Why not? Let's get them. Just wait. I'm always so curious to find out what falls out, and maybe it's a sign for all of us watching. So just see if it speaks to you, the card that falls out. Oh, already fell out. Okay. The Great Serpent. Never had that one before. Ouroboros, the Great Serpent, the Tail Eater, the Guardian, Quantum Realm. Wow. The Ouroboros is the all-encompassing glyph of the alchemical process. The hungry snake bends itself around you in a gesture of protection and guardianship, giving you the space and safety to participate in the work. Anything and everything can be offered into its mouth for transformation, good, bad, blasphemous, or precious. The materials of our life transmute into gems along the great serpent's spine. Along with your woes, the Ouroboros engulfs every pair of opposites. What is masculine becomes feminine. What is sky becomes earth. What is past becomes future. When this card appears, you have entered the quantum realm. Wow. Okay. What does that mean? Everything is a possibility. No one knows the limits of the Ouroboros. Just when you fell into thinking that your life was straightening out, the snake takes you once again into its gaping mouth for an entirely new trajectory. Okay, sounds good. I like that. Ouroboros. Yeah, I'd like to be taken on a new trajectory, please. So I talked enough. Let's see. Good morning. It's still pretty dark and gloomy outside, since we have, well, almost middle of September. I have little pigeons on my balcony, by the way. Yeah, little pigeon babies. I
watch them grow. There were actually several pigeon babies that were born now, but pretty soon I will have to put a net over the whole balcony because it's really getting out of hand, and the pigeon manure is really destroying the stone. It's very aggressive. But anyway, I don't know. Sometimes I like a little motivation to take care of my space right now, because I know I won't stay here for much longer. That's just the reality. Like, after my separation, I just made it cozy here, and I told myself I'm going to stay here for a little while longer, but it's nothing that is sustainable because of the just size of the place and the price of the place, That's just the days we're living in, so it won't be affordable for me for much longer. I'll have to move out, find something much more small and affordable. And sometimes it's just a little, how can I say, if you feel you'll have to let go of something, ultimately, you know it just feels hard to invest into it somehow, you know what I mean? But it's stupid to think that, because ultimately it's just an extension of you, right? And even if that extension of you will change shape or form, and you'll have to rearrange it, and you have to put some energy into that, it doesn't mean that everything is lost. And that's just the topic I'm just thinking about a lot. Also about human relationships and contacts. People that I love and I can't be with any longer. So that's it's sad, and I miss my sister very, very, very much.